It has been just over 100 days since the formation of the broad-based co-governing agreement known as the Government of National Unity. Reflecting on the 7th administration, various analysts and industry experts have highlighted both notable successes and some challenges as the new government finds its footing. For the first time since 1994, the ANC was compelled to form a coalition government following its poor performance in the May elections. And to unpack this, we're joined by political analyst Professor Ntsikelelo Breakfast. Let me kick off by asking how you would assess overall performance of the GNU in its first 100 days, and also what has been the most significant achievements and challenges so far?
Yeah, I don't want to say that so far so good, because I think it's still early days, and because of that, it's quite difficult to see which way the wind is blowing. I mean, there have been threats, like, for instance, the Bella Bill, which is a bill on education. So because of the tension between the ANC and the DA, and those are the two main political parties in that GNU. Of course, there are other political parties as well, but the tension is between the two. So to appease other sections of the population who are unhappy about the way things are, the president has put some sections on hold. So that was a thorny issue. Then secondly, there is also another piece of legislation that is under a review at the moment, which is called the NHI, whereby the state will provide health to the citizens. But some people feel like it will prevent the private sector from rendering the services that it was giving to its customers. So I think those are the two threats which are posing danger. But the GNU has been widely embraced by the market forces. I mean, the rand has been performing well. The economy has responded well. But the problem is that the growth that we have witnessed of late have not trickled down to the poorest of the poor. So I would use four variables to measure the GNU. The first one is inequality, poverty, unemployment, and then the third one is poverty. So those are the most important things that we should use as markers to examine the performance of the GNU, because those are the main security threats which are posing a danger to our democracy. But lastly and most importantly, the GNU has also caused a tension within the ruling party, because there are different factions which are pulling in different directions. There is a section that is unhappy about the GNU. It thinks that it is deviating from the outlook or the ideology of the party, which is the National Democratic Revolution. There's also another faction that says, no, the electoral outcomes have been a strategic setback. Therefore, this is not a strategy, but a tactic.
Well, I was going to ask you that. You took the words right out of my mouth. I was going to ask you about, any tension within the party or success as a result of this collaboration, and forming the GNU. You made reference to friction between ANC as well as DA. How well has GNU addressed these issues?
There is a conflict that has broken out, and in the bigger scheme of things, I think the discourse that has been framed as a result of the GNU has to do with the strategic direction of the party. So you have one faction which is led by, I would say, the Secretary-General of the ANC, Fikile Mbalula, also the president of the ANC. Those are the proponents of the GNU. They are running with this conception. But also you have another faction. The ANC, as you know, is in a tripartite alliance with the Communist Party, which is a party that stands for the working class. And they're unhappy about this because they think that the GNU is a class project. So the ANC normally elects its leaders every 5 years. And next year they are going to hold a National General Council meeting where they will assess the performance of the leadership. And after that, there will be a conference. And I think the debate is going to be raised sharply. And whoever wins the debate, in my opinion, regarding the GNU will also win the leadership contest, I think maybe 2 years from now. So in the bigger scheme of things, I think the two factions are concerned about the soul of the ANC, the lifeblood of the ANC, the strategic direction that the party is taking. But regardless who wins the debate. My view is that South Africa will never have one-party dominance. I think one-party dominance is a thing of the past. So coalition arrangements are going to be with us a bit longer.
Well, we'll see how things turn out within the GNU. We'll keep in touch. We'll keep in touch with you, of course, to see how things pan out. Thank you so much for your time on the news, Professor Ntsikelelo Breakfast, political analyst. Many thanks indeed.